Do you actually know what HTTP is? Hi all, it's day 3 of Endoco.dev and today we will explore something about HTTP. HTTP is a client server protocol. What that means is the client is you, the end user. Mostly it's a web browser on any of your devices, and the server is a place that hosts the resource you're trying to access. So what happens when you're trying to load the YouTube homepage, for example? The client, that is you, your browser, sends a request on behalf of you to the Google server, as in the YouTube server, where the YouTube files are actually stored. And that's where it validates the request and then it sends a valid response. It could be a proper response, it could be a successful response, it could be a failure response, but it sends a response back to the client, that is your browser, and that's when the browser processes the response and loads your YouTube homepage, for example. And HTTP is actually quite simple, as in it's human readable. You can read and understand an HTTP request and response. And HTTP is also extensible, as in you can add features to an HTTP request using the headers, that is the metadata of the HTTP request, as in when both the client and the server agree upon this new feature or specification. And HTTP is also stateless. Stateless meaning it does not retain any state or previous information about a previous request from the same source. So basically, HTTP does not remember who you are, technically speaking, but it is not entirely sessionless, as you can use cookies or session tokens in the headers to actually establish sessions. So HTTP is by nature stateless, but it is not sessionless. So I hope you learned something today. And this is basically me trying to explain what I'm learning each day as I go on developing my e-commerce project. And this is basically a series of prerequisites that is required before actually trying to attempt to build an e-commerce site. So I thought I'd share it with everyone. I hope you enjoyed it and let's try and build something together. Thank you.